It's a balmy 77 degrees here this morning in the parking lot. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Freedom here with you. I died laughing because out of nowhere, yesterday's video shot up to over one. It's been a long time since I've had videos over 1K in under a day. I know it's shameful, but like I said, I don't do this for numbers. I do this for informing the public and, maybe having a little talk with everybody out there every now and then helps the day go a little smoother. A lot of people have been going on and on and on about why is there so much press for the 60th anniversary special and we haven't seen anything for the centenary. And it's like people have been going crazy over this. We want to see stuff. We want this. Folks, I want you to take a look right now at your calendar. Okay. You don't got to be Dr. House. You don't got to be, Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, or any of the great, detectives to figure this out. Even Madame Vastra had this figured out one morning while she was, brushing off her scales, okay? It's June. The centenary isn't until October. 4 months. Okay, I hate to say that, but you're still looking at least, oh heck, I wouldn't count on seeing any, easy press, any, type of press or, trailer or anything like that for at least a couple more months at the minimum, okay? And that's just the way, Claude. It's just the facts of the matter. The reason why there's so much press going on right now for the RTD stuff is because there's filming going on right now. There's lots and lots of things going on out there in the world, as far as location filming. Well, not this week because we haven't heard anything. They're probably off on a private location or they're in studio this week, one. But as we all know, they were in Bristol, last week, and there was a big deal made. Also, the fact that Neil Patrick Harris has joined the cast for the 60th anniversary specials. And that's a big deal, believe it or not. But yeah, there's people still running around, I want this, I want that. You're not getting this or that for the centenary for a while yet. As much I hate to say it, and people feel that, Jodi's stuff is being buried. It's called, that's just the nature of the beast. They have to go with what's going on right now, you see. And there's nothing going on right now. That's why I die laughing at all these people who are still, so ignorant that they're out there going, they need to get rid of Chibnall and Waycoat, Chibnall and the Jodie Whittaker now, or the Chimbals and the Shittaker, as they say, because they're so clever that it's amazing. Ugh. And it's like I die laughing at the reactions when I go, guys, they were gone October 13th. They are done. They've been done for months. I like that. She's got one more outing, and they won't even let her have that. I like I said, it got really bad the other day when I saw someone put together this cute little video. It's kind of like a goodbye thing for Jodie Whittaker, and it was a nice, kind, thoughtful video. Like I said, and sure enough, the second they saw Whittaker's picture in the thumbnail, as usual, they began the usual bull crap. Folks, that's how I know it's bull crap, because they're not even reading the article and they're not even watching the video. It's just called, well, she's got to go, and because we can't handle the fact she didn't have testicles. I'm sorry, but the behavior is there. You can see it as obvious as day. When somebody starts, hasn't watched the show they claim in months, or my favorite one is, I'm watching it out of hope it'll get better. Folks, I gave up on Trek pretty much when the J.J. Abrams stuff came out. Last movie I watched for that was Into Arsonist, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. They've taken something that was once had a positive, message and turned it into, oh look, we can get Alice Eve, in a baby, almost naked on a screen for no reason. It's like, sure, Roddenberry did that with a lot of costumes back in the day, but still. And then, of course, now Khan is Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay. Yet people are still going on about diversity hiring and all that. Khan was a Sikh. How did he turn into an English guy? I'm still trying to figure that out. How did Spock going back in time turn Khan Noonien Singh, which, by the way, was how you can show how things got a bit lazy, because the guy who creates data just happens to be Dr. Noonien Soong. I'm like, yeah, I just gave up after that, and that's why I really haven't even felt the need or the heart to watch Discovery, because I had everybody, and I was like, guys, look, they're setting it 10 years before what you call it, because for Star Trek, the original series, and they did exactly everything I knew they were going to do. Like I said, didn't watch it myself. A friend of mine kept saying, well, they've done this and this, and I go, yeah, I told you they were going to do this and this. That's why they set it 10 years for Kirk and Spock. It's like, come on, look at all the stuff. They plucked all the best bits out of the original series. The Mirror Mirror universe, boom, plucked it. The menagerie stuff with Talos 4, they plucked it. See what I mean? It's because they couldn't come up with anything on their own. Meanwhile, they can't even get the ship's insignia thing right. It's call me a nitpicker, but that took 5 minutes of research on Google. Or the fact that Kirk's brother magically disappeared like Chip Cunningham in Happy Days. Or like that little girl on, what was it? The one with Urkel that disappeared out of the one season. Or that Bubble Shop girl that disappeared out of from the first episode of Sarah Jane Adventures. Gone. That just shows me the lack of attention or detail. They didn't care. Like I said, in this one, you've heard from me a million times. Like when Ron Moore is sitting there, everybody thinks he, basically he takes everybody else's stuff and rewrites it and becomes God. And it's like, he's sitting there right there in the damn, one of the documentaries for the New Galactica saying they never discussed how the war even began in the original series. And it's right there in the first freaking pilot. In the opening movie. Not the movie that went to theaters, but the one that began at theater. I think that was Lost Planet of the Gods. But he didn't bother to watch it. Because all they saw was, money. Which makes me even sadder that the Singer series, the Singer DeSanto project died. Because that would have been a continuation project, which I think fans of the original show would have appreciated more. But that's just me. Okay, so now that I've harped on that crap long enough, like I said, that's the past. We can't do anything about it. I said, it is already balmy out here this morning. It's going to be a nasty, nasty day heat-wise. I'm not really looking forward to this afternoon. Oh, it's going to be like an oven. But what can you do? But like I said, the reason why you're not getting any press for you folks who just jumped in on the centenary is the centenary isn't for another 4 months. It was filmed, done, locked, stocked, and barreled into the can. The final scenes were shot October 13th. They had post-production, all that done on it, not even a month or two after. So it's been done and sitting in the can, waiting to be aired. And like I said, there's not going on. Well, I'm going to be inside, but like I said, even with the with the environmental stuff on, the humidity still goes up in there. It's an old building. What can you do? So it's going to be nice when you walk in, but like I said, the air-conditioned environment in there is not for us. It's how they keep the engines. They want to keep everything at a stable temperature to prevent any corrosion before the the parts go into the engine and all that. Prevent stuff that's they don't want it going bad on the vine, so to speak, before you even put it together. So it's mainly for parts. That's why they keep a conditioned environment. But so that's the mystery of the missing press. There's been a lot of people going on about it on Twitter, about the fact that they want press for the centenary. Why aren't they getting it and all that? It's still months away. Well, yeah, Rowan Atkinson's getting on a bit now, isn't he? Come on, let the guy have some peace. Let him have some rest. Yeah, I'd flash you that certain thing over there, but there's trees blocking it this morning. But so I'm very lucky, yeah, that it is a air conditioned environment, but like I said, you still feel the humidity in there. The humidity still does build up, no matter what they try. But like I said, it's an old building. It's been here since I think '53. And it's still chugging along. So yeah, as usual, like I said, I don't normally like to put a label on the morning videos. I died laughing because no, it's not RTD's fault or anything like that. It's just a matter of what's going on now versus what's going to be going on in 4 months. You see, and that's why, like I said, it's like RTD stuff, as I explained earlier in this thing. It's what's happening now. They're filming it now. You've got all these great announcements coming out now, and there's people going, "Where's the centenary press?" And I'm like, the centenary isn't for another 4 months, is what I'm trying to say. You're not going to see any press on that for at least a couple more months minimum. And it's not anybody's fault or anything like that. It's just the nature of the beast. Like I said, there's a lot of people going on this conspiracy theory that they're trying to bury Jodi's tenure, and I'm like, no, they're not. It's just, Jodi's back home. She's had her baby. She's raising her child, and yeah, if Mark, if you think that's fun, look up when the last Civil War reunion was. I got a kick out of that. Plus, there was a guy who appeared. Oh heck, what was it? It was one of the early game shows in the '50s, and I can't remember if it was What's My Line or something like that. It was one of those types of shows, and he had seen President Lincoln assassinated. He was there that night at Ford's Theater. He was, I think, the last surviving witness of the Lincoln assassination. So, like I said, a lot of people don't realize, yeah, it's not that long ago things like this happened. Heck, it was just over 100 years before I was born that, what do you call it? Okay, yeah, you've seen that clip. It's on YouTube. But if you want to look it up, look up "Last Surviving Witness" or something like that, or the Lincoln, or he saw. I think it was he saw John Wilkes Booth kill President Lincoln, or something like that. But he was on it. Yeah, he was on a TV show in the '50s because he was only like in his teens or something like that when it happened, or he was very, very young, and then, he was still alive to come on there. Well, folks, I just looked at the time. So please take it easy, everyone out there. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Above everything else, please be kind, as much as you can today. In some areas of the country, it's going to be difficult because it's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Yeah, he was very, very young when it happened. Yeah, something like that. But he did witness the assassination. Because I just did the math in my head. No, he wasn't in his teens. That's right. You're right. He was about 5 years old, something like that. So please take care, and we'll hopefully see you all in the future. All right. Good morning, everybody.